Welcome back to the ninth installment of George's GLP1 journey, where science meets real life, this time on the road, or maybe at the beach. Today we're diving into vacation survival mode. How to have a great time, how not to stress about the scale and what it says, and how to stay true to the journey without giving up the joy that comes with travel. And if you're new to this channel, thank you for joining us. I truly appreciate your support, and please consider subscribing and clicking that little notification bell so that you don't miss any of these weekly updates. This week's episode is a little different. You'll see a series of video clips that were filmed while on vacation about 5,000 miles from base on the stunning island of Zakynthos in the Ionian Sea of Greece. And a quick heads up, the background sound of the surf was so powerful that I muted it in one of the clips, but I left it in for the rest so that you still can experience the real sights and sounds. And for those afraid of heights or edges, if you have acrophobia, you might want to brace yourself for the next clip. Just kidding. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the view. So if you're afraid of edges, I guess this is not the place to be. This is called acrophobia. Big time. Oh my goodness. All right. There's some poor hapless tourists down there. Hello everyone, and welcome to this ninth edition of George's GLP1 journey. As a senior of 66 years old, with several comorbidities, I started my GLP1 journey, specifically using tirzepatide or Zepbound, approximately 92 days ago. As promised in my previous video, this will be a little different. I am broadcasting, making this next installment from the island of Zakynthos, which is in Greece on the Ionian archipelago. It's the southernmost island of several, which probably some of you know that the island of Corfu, which is pretty famous, is the top or northern one. And I'm here on the beach of Zakynthos, which is fairly well known for being the beach where a lot of loggerhead turtles come to breed. And this island is probably has the largest population of breeding loggerhead turtles. Of course, they're not now here. It's the last day of October almost, one more to go. And well, they're on their migration to warmer lands towards the Caribbean. So it's a beautiful day. Um, the weather has been spectacular these past few days. And I'm going to walk on the beach a little bit now and tell you what has been going on. This is the first time that I've been on my GLP-1 journey where I've gone on vacation. And I've been a little bit anxious about what that means about making sure that I'm tracking with my journey properly. I'll admit it has not been easy. Originally heralded from Greece, and all these sights and smells make me hungrier than I would have expected, even though I still don't have a tremendous amount of food noise, which is wonderful. And well, I've tried a few things, and probably, even though the food here is wonderful and Mediterranean diet is highly recommended, obviously, clean meats, a lot of vegetables, some fruit, tons of olive oil. And by the way, this island is known for its production of some of the best olive oil known to man, really. They have a specific variety, which is called koronaki.
It's a Cretan variety from the island of Crete, which is known for having some of the best health benefits. So it's been a little tough. I've the scale has gone up and down. It's now a little bit on the upside, um, but we've been holding in there. I've been doing the best that I can to track my food, especially my protein and my fiber, which is obviously of great importance not only for us as seniors, but also for any of us that are on a GLP journey. And I apologize that you can hear the sounds and the waves in the background and probably drown me out a little bit, but that's okay. So I will show you some other things as I go along here. This is the far end of the beach, which is not as sandy. It's a little more rocky and not as well populated as some of the other areas, um, but it is still beautiful. All right, so that will do it for this little piece of the installment. So, what do we have here? This is, I guess, kind of a karst topography, geological term of limestone and gypsum deposits here in the island that are basically been eroding. And they eroded even more these past few days. They had probably about a month ago, 2 3 weeks. A lot of erosion happened here, and so I'm kind of in the middle of a sand flow, if you will, from these eroding cliffs, which are quite spectacular. I think I would recommend it that the filming for the Lord of the Rings could have taken place here in part. I can see the ghouls coming up the gorge. Anyway, so continuing on, as it's probably commonly known, when one is on a vacation, it kind of tends to upset things a little bit. So the goal here is not to really be gaining weight. If we can lose weight, that'd be wonderful. Just maintaining steady course, because again, as I've said many, many times, this is not about the scale, this is about health and vitality. So we've tasted the local cuisine, which is pretty good, and also what we've been able to do and kind of economize a little bit. We can buy our own food in the grocery store, and we have tons of fresh vegetables here, as you would imagine. Beautiful olive oil. We can make fresh salads, and then of course you can taste all of the other delicacies around. Eggs have been a big part of my diet here, and I also brought some supplements with me to make sure that if I can't get enough of the protein, I can't get enough on a particular day of the fiber, that I can supplement if necessary. But again, the main thing is to eat well, and that we indeed have done here for the past few days. And we'll be returning back to base in a few days again. And so I just wanted to give you a little taste of what's here, and hope that you're encouraged to see that even when you are on vacation, you can have the kind of food that you need, good, solid food. You can do some planning to make sure that you do have that. And some of you, I know you like tracking, others don't like tracking. I personally have to track, because what I've noticed over the years is that even when I was not on a GLP-1 journey, when I tracked, I tended to stabilize my weight and actually lose. Of course, obviously that wasn't possible for a variety of reasons, because I, like many of you, suffer from the progressive chronic disease of obesity. So it's not your fault. Your metabolism has been screwed up, and your body is against you and has been against me. And another thing that I've also understood is that when you are on certain medications, those don't really help with losing weight. We all have natural production of GLP-1 peptides, hormone in our bodies, which are the satiety hormones. So just as we start eating, these receptors start getting targeted, and the message starts going out there and received by our brain that we're progressively getting full and that there's reaches a place of satiety. The problem is, if you are, like I am, on cholesterol medication, which is statins, what that does for you, takes away anywhere from 40 to 50% of your natural GLP-1 production. So even there, your body, because of high cholesterol, because of insulin resistance that I've had, which thankfully I don't have anymore, those things will work against you. So this is a total new reset, which the GLP-1s allow you, this tool that mankind, with God's help, has discovered, which is helpful. And so that's the journey I'm in. For those that you might not know me yet, my name is George Logan. I'm 66 years old. I've been on this journey, as I've mentioned, about 90 plus days. I've lost up to 33 pounds. I'm now down at 31 pounds. As I mentioned, I've gained a little weight that will probably be lost pretty soon when I get back to track and not have all this wonderful food around me, because I am a bit of a foodie. Obviously, I love to cook. So that's a little bit of a reset that I'll have to redo, but all is not lost. I'm also a husband of my wonderful wife of 33 years. Have 37 years. I have 3 adult children, 5 grandkids, the youngest of which is about 5 months old. And they will be seeing this video because some of them have actually, all my kids have been to this place over the years. So they know it very well, and they'll be excited to see some of these old vistas, if you will. And I'll give you another vista in a moment of the beach. So thank you for joining me in this journey, and if you want to see content, this is unusual content. Usually my content is to provide education and entertainment. Again, I am not a doctor. This is not medical advice. So if you have comorbidities or you want to be on the same journey, please talk to your doctor. I am a biological scientist with an advanced degree, so I have the ability to look at data, look at primary sources, and give you an idea of what I see, but I am not a doctor. So with that, again, please, if you're interested, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I will see you at the next video, which I'll take in a few minutes. Here we are back on the beach. Beautiful day. It's about 72, 73 degrees. Fairly dry, light wind. And as you can see in the background, it's just a beautiful, beautiful vista of the beach. On the far, far side, it is very, very sandy. And there's people swimming actually out there today. Like you can see the cliffs in the background there. Just beautiful. Eroding over time. And this part of the beach is obviously a little more rocky, and the reason for that is because we've lost over years, and probably hundreds and hundreds of years, some of the cliffs which have brought down the rocks and deposited them here, but it's still beautiful. So again, this is my remote location for doing a YouTube video, and you can hear the beautiful crashing of the waves in the background, probably drowning me out a little bit, but that's okay. So I'm wishing you well, and again, if you are on your own journey, keep at it. If you're not on your GLP-1 journey as a senior yet, it's never too late. This meditation is, for me, it's a godsend. It might be for you too. It's something that's been extremely helpful, and it's a tool. It's not a panacea in itself. It doesn't do everything for you. You still have to put yourself in a trajectory of good eating, of good sleeping, of exercise, aerobic and resistance training, of eating the right foods, as you have heard me say before, the right food is medicine for the body. So those things you have to do. The GLP-1 basically puts you over the edge. It's a tool, this medication, in order to help you to achieve the final goal, which is good health and longevity and vitality. See, I want to stick around for my grandkids and my kids as long as possible, but I don't want to just be hanging on. I want to do it in health and strength. So with that, I bid you farewell from the island of Zakynthos, and I'm wishing you a good day. And if you're on your own journey, keep at it. Don't give up. This is going to work for you, I promise. Until the next time, as they say in Greece, which means until we meet again, Kali Adamusi.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this shorter, slightly out of the ordinary edition of our weekly GOP journey, even if it came a bit late. We had to get back to base for YouTube's security system to confirm that we weren't some clever imposters trying to hack into the channel abroad. Better safe than sorry, right? In all seriousness, I hope this episode gave you a little bit of encouragement for your own GLP-1 journey, especially if you're traveling, relaxing, or just trying to keep momentum going. And if you haven't yet joined the growing community, please talk with your doctor about whether GLP-1 therapy would be right for you. It is never too late to start building strength and health and vitality. So until the next time, my friend, take care, be at peace, and remember, carpe diem, seize the day.